Welcome or welcome back to Hook and Magic. This is a tutorial for absolute beginners. If you're not an absolute beginner, maybe find another tutorial, because this is for if you're completely new to crochet, know nothing at all, but are very interested. So stick around. Maybe some of this will actually be useful, even if you're a little advanced. I'm going to break it down into 3 parts. We'll start off with yarn types and their hooks, how to hold your yarn, tension, and the basic stitches: single crochet, slip stitch, double crochet, half double crochet, and treble crochet. This is all going to be split up with timestamps, so if you know some of the basics, you got it, and I'll just teach you stitches. Okay, and to start off, we're going to take our yarn. Now, you can either start from the side, if I can find the end, you can start from the side or the center pole. I've already got the side, so I'll just do that. And I'm actually going to grab a much brighter color so that you can see. Got this nice bright pink. And now, we're going to start with a slip knot. You're going to take your yarn, make a circle like this. Take this longer tail that's connected to your skein, put it through the hole, and then hold it, somewhat like a pretzel. You're going to take both of your tails and pull onto the hoop you've made. To adjust it and make it much smaller, the skein, and it'll adjust. Now, this yarn is Red Heart Super Saver, and it does recommend a 5.5, but we're going to be using a 5mm Clover more hook, absolute favorite. This is an ergonomic hook, mainly because of its sort of encasing. Most hooks you'll find are either just metal. There's also wooden, plastic, but personally I prefer ergonomic for more long-term comfort. Now to hold your yarn. You can hold your yarn however you want. Personally, I wrap it around my pinky, up around my index, and then hold it with my thumb and my ring finger. Usually up here. Or in my case, since we're starting, we're going to hold it down here. Now, you can also wrap it around your index twice, whatever's comfortable. It's up to you. Everybody finds their own way. Speaking of which, to hold your hook, there are 2 main ways people hold their hooks. I hold mine the knife method. Your index is gliding on top, your thumb's on the side, and the rest of your fingers are laying over here on the side. Make sure your hook is facing this way. There's also the pencil hold. What I'm going to show you is the knife hold, because that's how I hold my hook. This is also for right-handed people. Sorry, lefties. Now, close up your hole, and we're going to chain. Now, before we begin, there are 2 methods. Mostly in patterns, you will either see the yarn over method or the yarn under method, where you go behind it and pull it through. It doesn't create too much of a difference, but for some patterns it's essential. But mostly all the time you're going to yarn over. Now, to chain, you're going to yarn over, going from the left to the right and pulling through. If you're struggling and you can't get it to pull through, hold on. If you're struggling and you can't get your yarn through the hole, make it bigger, just a little bit. This is your base chain. You're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and we're just going to chain 5. Right here, we have 3 chains. Just going to do 2 more. I like to tighten my last one because this is where we'll turn our work. Now, we're going to learn the slip stitch. You're going to insert your yarn into this top bump. Stick your hook through. You're going to yarn over, pull through that hoop, and now you're going to pull through the other hoop. And that is the slip stitch. Now, you're going to go onto the next space over here because you've got 4 chained because we skipped one of them. Remember that one that we made extra tight? That's the chain we skipped. Now we're going to go through, yarn over, pull it through. Now you're going to have 2 hoops on your hook. But don't pull this one through this one. You're going to yarn over again and pull it through both of them. You have now done a single crochet. If you're struggling again with pulling it through, loosen your tension. That could help you be able to glide your hook through. The whole point of crochet is to just glide through the motions once you've picked it up. And we're just going to be doing slip stitches and single crochets. And you're just going to insert your hook into that top bit, yarn over, pull through again. This is a single crochet now. Insert your hook, yarn over, my finger's in the way, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through both of them. There you go. You can continue practicing and really should be practicing these basic stitches up until you can complete a 3x3 square, 3x3 inch square. That way, you're becoming very, very aware of these stitches. Now, to turn our work, we're going to chain 1 and just turn it around. Now, we're going to work into our stitches that we've made here. Now, we're going to go over the half double crochet. We're going to yarn over. Before we begin, we're going to yarn over, put our hook into the 2 top bumps, these 2 right here. And then we're going to yarn over again and pull it through. Now you have 3 hoops on your hook, 3. Now we're going to yarn over again and pull through all 3 of them, giving us the half double crochet. Here's what it looks like. We're going to just go the whole row doing half double crochets. So yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through just the stitch. Don't pull it through your other hoops. Yarn over and pull through all 3 of them. Yarn over, into the stitch, pull it through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, put it into the stitch, if I can get the stitch. Put it into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Perfect. You've now made 4 double crochets. Same with the single crochet and the slip stitch. Keep practicing these stitches. They don't come up as much on amigurumi, but they do come up in other items such as dishcloths, clothing. Amigurumi does use it at times, but it mainly uses single crochets, slip stitches, double crochets, at times treble. Now that we've gotten our half double crochet, you can chain more than 5. I just chained 5 to start off. You can chain 20, 30. Good luck counting to 30, because that's the one problem most crocheters encounter. Counting. You think you can count until you've learned to crochet. Now, we're going to chain 2 this time instead of 1, and then turn our work. Now, to start our double crochet, like the half double, we're going to yarn over, put our hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through 3 hoops. Instead of pulling through all 3 of them, we're going to yarn over, pull through 2 of them, having 2 hoops. Yarn over, pull through, and that's a double crochet. And this is in US terms. If this were English, UK terms, England, this would be called a treble, I think. So whenever you're reading a pattern, make sure you know what it's in US terms or UK terms. Now, we're going to yarn over, put it into the stitch, yarn over again. Now, you have 3 hoops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, into the stitch, yarn over. You have 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Real tongue twister. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 4 double crochets, and you can start to see the difference between the stitches. You can tell where we have our single crochets and where we just have slip stitches right there. Now we're going to chain 3. Oh, you did not see that. Grab a little more yarn. Now you're just gonna chain 3, turn your work. Now we're going to do the treble crochet. Similar to the double and the half double, yarn over, put your hook in, pull it through. You have 3. Now you're gonna pull through. Okay, no. Similar to the double crochet, but instead you're gonna yarn over once, yarn over twice to have 3 loops. Insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through. You've got 4. Now, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. This is your treble crochet, which you can tell is much taller than the double crochet, which is why we chained 3 where we turned our work. Now we're going to do this again. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, having 4. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. Now we're going to do that again. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull it through, yarn over, and yarn over. And once you get the hang of it, you can go pretty fast and just keep on going, which is where you pick up speed. And that will be our basic 4 stitches. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stick around. I'll post episode 2 where we cover the magic circle and working into the magic circle, something I hear a lot of crocheters struggle with. Like, comment, subscribe, and good night.